I'm going to go over the Limb Driver Micro Elite here. If you happen to take it apart, if you want to put it back together, it could be a little bit tricky for some, so I'm going to go over it real quick and show you exactly how to do this. First, your shaft. Obviously, the holes are going to be on the outside. Take that, put it right through there, and push it all the way through. Your stopper, obviously there's a long end and a short end. You want the long end facing back towards you. So you slide that right over the edge there. I hold on to it like this, and there's actually a stop on the end of this this shaft here, or a flat spot down on the bottom. So if you look at it from the end, you probably won't be able to see it on here, but it's round, and then there's a flat spot. And you want your set screw, obviously, to tighten down on that flat spot. So if you put the launcher or the stopper on like this, obviously the stop has to be on the forward side of the pin there. If you put it on like this, and your bolt holes, if they're back here like this, facing at an angle like this. So the flat on the shaft here is facing at an angle like this. Come down here, make sure that's pushed all the way over. Tighten this down on there. Next, you're going to take your spring. There's a little hole in the end here, right in the end of the nose piece. You're going to take that spring, put one of the ears into that hole, push it on down. Next, you're going to take the spring retainer, and you want the set screw facing back towards where it says Micro Elite, just below it. So you put this on, you kind of wiggle it around until that other ear finds the hole that's in the end of the spring retainer here. Kind of wiggle that around, it'll find it. You push that all the way against the nose piece there. The way I do it is I hold both together, so I'm pushing from here, pushing from here. Take your Allen wrench, you want to rotate to load the spring while not allowing this to turn. That's why I've got my finger there, so that stopper can't turn. I'm actually pushing against it. So you can rotate this around, and if you can see, I rotate this around and tighten this down. The ideal spring tension is so this launcher, or this Allen key, is coming right across the tip of the stopper there. That's about where you want it. Obviously, if you go a little bit more, that's more spring tension. If you go a little bit less, that's less spring tension. But ideally, that's where I like to set them, is right there. You tighten that down, just like that, and just make sure you got no binding or anything there. Where it's come apart and it goes back together. This shaft here is aluminum, and there's a knurled set screw going in here. So if you're getting a little binding on there, what you can do is if you take this as a piece of steel here, take that, tap it on there a couple times. What that'll do is it'll set this spring retainer back square with the shaft and square with the nose piece, and you shouldn't have any problems with it there. So that's basically just how to put that back together real quick. And then obviously you put your launcher arm after that, but pretty simple.